I had seen some ads for the Step app, and I've heard it's been advertised all over TikTok. It seemed a little too good to be true, and I was wondering, what is the catch? So my daughter and I tried out the Step app, and we're going to tell you what we really thought of it. The Step app is kind of a lot of things combined. It's an app that's a lot like Venmo that allows you to send money back and forth between people. And it comes with a Visa card that actually builds credit. And the Step app is intended for teenagers. They can use it as young as age 13. If they're under 18, they do need a sponsor, which can be any responsible adult connected to their account. I'm a mom of a teenager and I want to teach my kids about money. So I was really excited to try this out. And my daughter was really excited to have her very own Visa card. By the way, if you want to try the Step app yourself, be sure to use my referral link down below because you'll get $5 free if you use my link. So setting up the Step account was super easy. And I set it up myself and then I invited my daughter to add it to her phone. Teens can also start the process themselves, and then they can invite an adult to be their sponsor after they've already signed up. To set up the Step app, you just have to have a phone number that you verify, your legal first and last name, birth date, and make sure you're using the correct birth date. And you also need your email address and your mailing address. If you're over 18, you're also going to need the last 4 of your social security number. But don't worry, they do not run a credit check. After that, you get to pick the color of your card, which is really fun. I picked pink, my daughter picked blue. And then you get to sign it in the app, and then they print that signature right on the back of the card. If you use the referral program, you'll get the $5 right away after you finish the step. After I get set up, the first thing I did was add a bank account. It links using the Plaid app, which is totally secure, so it's a really good way to do it. But if you transfer money with a bank account, it's really slow. It takes a few days. So after I realized how slow it was, I also linked a debit card from that same bank account. And when you use a debit card, it pulls the money immediately and it's straight into your Step account. I also use the app to set up a monthly allowance for her, and it'll pull from my debit card and put it right into her account every month. My daughter and I tried sending money back and forth to each other, and it was super easy. She thought it was a lot of fun. And if you sync up your contacts, it's really easy to send and receive money from anybody. If they don't have the app, they'll just be prompted to get it when you send them a message. There's also options in there to link other apps like Venmo and PayPal, or you can also set up direct deposits of paychecks, and you can also set it up to work with Google Pay and Apple Pay. Unfortunately, there is not a way to deposit checks or add cash directly into it, but that is a feature they're saying is coming soon. When you sign up, you also get a virtual card, which is a separate credit card number from your physical card, and you can use that with Google or Apple Pay or to shop online. And the advantage of the virtual card is if anything ever happens to it, you can lock it, you can immediately request a new number, and they'll just replace your number. So it's a lot easier than waiting for a new physical card. After we signed up, they said they were gonna send our cards within 3 weeks, but it took exactly a week and they showed up in the mail. When we got our cards, we were super excited to try it out and try spending some money. I tried mine first at the grocery store. It was really easy. It worked just like any other credit card. Now, if you're asked when you check out, if you're asked credit or debit, you're supposed to choose credit. It didn't ask me when I used it at the grocery store though. And as I was walking out of the store, I got a notification right away on my phone that said I had spent money from my Step account. My daughter tried hers next at Target, and she also had a really easy time, even though she'd not really used a card of her own before. She got a notification right away that said she had spent money at Target. I was waiting for a notification to come through on my phone, but I didn't get one. I wasn't sure if I was supposed to get a notification. We decided to try hers at the grocery store, and once again, she got a notification on her phone and I did not. So if I logged in, I could see what she spent at what stores, but it was not giving me a pop-up notification for that. And I did not see anywhere I could turn that on. Now, if I log in, I could see where she had shopped. So I could see she had a transaction at Target and she had a transaction at the grocery store, but I can't see exactly what she bought. I can just see where she was shopping. So next up, we wanted to try ATMs. With Step, you can currently use ATMs for withdrawing cash only. You can't make deposits, but that's something they said is possibly coming soon. I knew there was an ATM finder in the app, but I was having trouble figuring out where it was. I'll give you the steps to find it. You have to click on Manage Card, then select your physical card, then click ATM Info, and then click Find a No-Fee ATM. It'll automatically bring up a list of no-fee ATMs based on your location. For me, it was mostly Target stores, and there was a medical center and a college listed there. But I figured out a trick to find more ATMs. If you uncheck the box that says Plus Alliance ATMs only, it'll give you a list of way more ATMs, including lots of major banks. So first up, I wanted to try one of those no-fee ATMs, and I tried the Target one. Worked great. I got $20 out, no problems. Then I wanted to try one of the regular bank ones, so I tried out a US Bank ATM. And when I went into the ATM, it gave me a message that I was going to get a $3.50 fee. I had seen in the Step app that they said they would reimburse ATM fees, but I wasn't really sure about that, but I decided to give it a try for you guys. Oh, I also forgot that in the app, it said that I should choose credit card when I'm using an ATM. I chose checking and it still worked fine. Because it had that ATM fee, I was withdrawing $20, but it charged my account $23.50. But in the Step app, I could see that it was saying I will be reimbursed for the fee within 24 hours. And it was exactly 24 hours later that I got a deposit of $3.50 from Step. So it totally worked. I also wanted to try out the referral program. So I referred my husband by sending him a text message. He was able to sign up and be ready to go in about 2 minutes. And we each got $5 totally instantly. It was really pretty cool. Even though I'm my daughter's official sponsor, my husband is also able to send and receive money with her, and he can send and receive money with me too. So here's some of the pros that I see with the Step app. I like that it's actually a real FDIC insured bank, so you know your money is safe in there. It's actually from Evolve Bank and Trust is the name, and they've been around for decades. I also like that the Step app builds credit for your teenager. The way this works is the Visa card is actually a secured credit card. And that means that it's a credit card, but you cannot spend more than is in your account. So there's no way that you can overspend or have interest. And I want to check on how this actually works for my daughter. Being 13, she doesn't have a credit report, but I'm going to try pulling her credit report in a month or two to see if it actually is building credit for her, but I suspect it really will. I really like that the Step app has no fees of any kind. There are no overdraft fees, there's no interest, really and truly nothing. And I really like that you can get money at ATMs and that they even reimburse fees on those ATMs that have fees. I think it's pretty cool. You can do direct deposit too. I'm thinking when my daughter gets a job in a few years, that might be kind of a fun way for her to be able to manage her paycheck. I also like being able to send money to her, and I can also monitor her spending in there. The biggest thing I like though is it allows her to use a card instead of always cash in person, and she's able to shop online and be a lot more independent. Disadvantage I see of the Step app right now is that there is no way to deposit checks or cash. But as I said, that's something they're saying they're gonna do soon. The only way you could get checks or cash into it is to deposit them into a regular bank account and then transfer them into the Step app. Another disadvantage to the Step app is there aren't really parental controls. I don't even get notified when she spends money. I can see where she has spent money, but that's about it. I feel like my daughter's pretty responsible though, so I don't really have a problem with this, but I think some parents might be bothered by the lack of controls. So how about my original question of like, what's the catch? I was kind of wondering, how do they make money? Well, they make money anytime you use the Visa card at a store, and that store is going to pay a percentage fee when you use the card, just like any other Visa card. And that's how they make money. But that doesn't cost you anything as the consumer. And Step says they're very committed to never having any fees of any kind on their accounts. I asked my teenage daughter if she would recommend the Step account, and she said absolutely. And I agree with her. I think it's pretty great, and I would definitely recommend it to our friends. Now, if you want to try it yourself, make sure you use that referral link down below and you'll get $5 free. Next up, check out my video about alternatives to Venmo for teenagers. I'm going to put the link right here for you.